If you're interested in studying in Spain and you don't have enough funds to fund the tuition fee for bachelor's or for either master's, because for example, if you look at the bachelor's tuition fees for schools in Spain, for example, for public schools, they're about like 4,000 euros. That is if you're able to see English taught programs as you, who is an international student. And if you're looking at the private universities, that is where it even gets even worse, because the tuition fees from 5,000 up to 10,000. That's for private universities where you can see English taught programs. But there's an alternative to this. This is where the vocational schools comes in handy, So the vocational school is something that is a road that is visible. When I mean visible, it's a road that is doable. As a lot of people have moved to that route, people have actually applied to schools. Currently, we have someone who have actually gotten admission. Now, remaining the visa process to actually move. That's all that is left. So for you as somebody who has a limited funds, it's also another way you can move. All right. I'm not talking about language programs here. I'm talking about normal vocational school like hospitality, IT, construction, plumbing, and all of these programs. You can actually go enroll in these schools, process your visa, and move to this country and start your school. Remember, after the school, there's a mandatory internship that is for you to actually have hands-on training for what you have learned in school. Then after the training, luckily if you get retained in where you did your internship, fine and good, or you just go right into the job market, start applying for jobs. Then after you apply your jobs, now you get contracts, then put in your residency and you're all good. All right. So the process is pretty straightforward. It's not that difficult. I know I'm not going to use the word easy because nothing is easy. All right. So you still need to put a lot of effort into it. So ranging from applying to schools, researching schools, seeing the course that is okay, that is comfortable with you, applying when the application is out. For example, some schools do allow interview process to hear from you to know if it's actually what you want, or maybe you're just doing it for doing sake. Then after getting admission, apply for visa, then you move into Spain, starting the school and all that you need to know. So for tuition fees, not that difficult. Just I want to point out something. So when it comes to this vocational school of a thing, there is public institution, there is some schools that you can apply to, but just be aware, when it comes to that public institutions for these vocational schools, it's mostly for EU nationals or maybe citizens of Spain. That doesn't mean that you as international, you're not going to apply, but it's a bit competitive. What I would say is go in for the private ones, the ones that are actually accredited, all right? So if you take your time to go through this school's website, you see and read where the accreditation and all of that. But don't worry, I'm going to share my screen with you guys in this video. So we'll go through some schools, we'll look at the public ones and some private ones you can look into. Maybe if I'm not able to share all these schools here in this video, I'll make a part 2 of it, also sharing my screen, each of these schools, and also leave the names of these schools on the description so that you can actually go in and research these schools yourself. So without saying much, let me flip my screen. All right, so let's see the schools. And for you to actually take your time to restart, what I'll say is do your own due diligence. Now, when it comes to application, what do you need for the visa? The acceptance letter, insurance, means of sustenance, which is pretty easy. It's not difficult at all. Then your normal police record or police certificate. Legalize your academic document. Legalize it, please. Then apply for the visa. Then get admission. Then once you go to Spain, you sort admissions, accommodation, then start your school. All right, so mind you, if you need help, maybe you want to talk to us, that's easy. Send us an email, which is on the description, or maybe if you want us to work with you hand in hand in this process as well, the process is pretty straightforward. All right, so guys, remember what I keep saying always, 40% is just the admission alone. Visa is 60%. So you need the 40%, which is admission, visa 60% to make it 100 before you can move to Spain. If you achieve only 40% without achieving 60%, which is the visa, you're not still going to move. All right. So most people have actually made this mistake. They'll keep banging on school, forgetting the fact that the 60%, the tool that allows you to move is actually the visa. And without that visa, you are going nowhere. Even though you have the admission, don't make that mistake. As you're putting in effort for admission, also put in much effort for the visa as well. So with that said, let me flip my screen. Let's go. All right. See you on the other side, guys. To my screen, guys, real quick. So let me make this in full screen. So these are the schools I'm talking about. Let me start with the first one. I've already listed it out here. This one is the IES Francisco Tomás Valiente in Spain. All right, so let me open the school website here so we can see in a new tab. All right, so now guys, just a quick one. I will not dive deep into going each of these links so that the video won't be that too long, but what I would advise is, as I'm giving you all this, I'll list out all these names of schools on the description. Your job is to reach out to them. Possibly, maybe if you can call, their number is here, or send an email which is here. Ask them questions, maybe if you have any doubts to clarify. All right, this is a public state vocational school. Remember what I said, some of them do bank on what's already EU nationals. All right, so but if you're international, you can check out when it comes, for example, there's English versions here and all of that. All right, so you can check it out and all that you need to know. If you have doubts, send an email to them to confirm. The next other school you have here is CEU FP Madrid. So this one, they have campus in Madrid and also in Valencia. I told you guys earlier that Valencia is highly into tourism and all of that. So I will say this school is also what a best bet for you as well. You can see if you go to admission services here, you have to become a student, vocational training and university and all of that, scholarship grants and insurance, and just giving you guys where to go to click, So there's face-to-face vocational training, which I will advise you go for this face-to-face, because they also offer online. But you, someone who wants to actually have one-on-one teaching, should be face-to-face. All right, just pointing you guys where to go. They also have healthcare as well. So Spain need vocational people in Spain for healthcare sector. And pretty much all that you need to know is also here. So for case of contact, there's phone number here as well, and also an email at the bottom if you want to reach out or maybe communicate with them. It's still possible, right? Let's scroll down a little bit. You see where there's something like face-to-face vocational training is still like what we saw up here. All right, you see different ones here, technical. This is actually is in Espanol. All right, so you can change it to English, translate. Okay, it's not in English. You can see technician, networking, all of that. All right, so your job now is to open it now. Like open one of them. Let me just start with one and see more information, language of instruction, and all that you need to know. If you want to make inquiry for the course, is here. Choose a country where you're calling from, your email, and all of that. You register and ask questions. So, like I said, there's internship are included, and all that you need to know is all in this place. All right. So, if you have more questions, please take your time to research. I don't want to go deeper, so the video won't be too long. Moving to the next one, which I have. This one is Institute of this one we opened. Let me close it up. So the next other one I have here is CEP. No, that was I opened it before. The second one is Florida University. The good thing is even this school offer vocational courses for people who want to come and do maybe a particular program or anything they choose to. This is already in Espanol. Wait for it to translate. Let me put in English so it translates instantly. Wait for it. All right. We are here. So we're actually here now. All right. So for vocational, see, they have normal degrees, have postgraduate and other studies. So if you're looking at vocationals, you click here. All right. So it will pop up. You wait for it. Once you're waiting for it, you see vocational training circles and all that you need to know. It will come out here. And by type, by campus, or by modality. See, there is Cartagena campus, Azira, and online campus. But now, your best bet is these two, because they're the ones that offer in-person training, not the online campus. By type now is, for example, basic vocational training, intermediate or high level. Now, this is the high level, which means a more level than the normal 5 level, or maybe on the framework of 5 level. You know, so there is 4 level, 5 level, and other higher levels. But this is the highest of them all. Depending on which one, even to start with the intermediate, then possibly after finishing this one in Spain, you go to higher levels. This one is equivalent to normal, is equivalent to bachelor's, this one they call higher level. This one, the intermediate, is more like secondary level. This one is more like BS level to it. So, for example, if you're looking at intermediate now, let's see what they're going to have there. Right, so you can see all this. They have this. This is all in Espanol. We'll have to wait for it to translate. Yeah. So guide in natural environment and leisure time and all of that. See, this is what the microcomputer systems, networks, and all of that. So you can see they have good courses here. All you just have to do is what? Click, for example, and start reading what it takes, the requirements, all that you need to know, presentations, how to apply, and all of these things is all your certificates needed, and all that you need to do is all this place. All right. So I don't have to dive deeper. I'm just giving you guys a guide on how to, where to go, where to click, and all of that. So the final one I have here is this school. This one is StPOL. This is basically hospitality. All right. For those who are don't want to open a new tab. Damn. Okay, no problem. All right, so this is basically all about hospitality. All right, so hotels, tourism, and all of that. So this is here. All right, so they have campuses as well. Maybe to me, I would say go for the one in either in Barcelona or the one in Valencia because they're really good. That's the top spot where all those places are having. So they have normal university education, normal vocational training. Now they have intermediate and other ones. So, for example, if you come here now, you can see for admissions, you can see where it is international students. So you now have options on what to choose from. I'm just pointing you guys to direction. All right. So let's see, vocational training, intermediate, gastronomy has to do with catering, technician, and all of. Let's say technician first. Let me go open a new tab. All right. So I'm giving you guys what you need to do. Though even though I'm just trying to rush up the videos, right? It won't be too long, you know. So we are here now. You can see what they need. This one now is in Espanol. This one is 3 years and it's September, you know. That's one thing again. So there is still more. For example, you gastronomy and catering, you check to know the language of instruction. Because I said earlier, some of them are all. This one is in Espanol as well, you know. No problem. So you have to still what? Check other ones, maybe admissions, check formation professional, medical, you know, check online to know. Admission, let's say summer, specialized courses, of course, in hotel management. So you can still check to see the one that is in English that you're going to choose from. So these are just how to check all these things and know, first of all, the language of instruction, which is important, then know the application intake. All right, so this pretty much it. There's nothing much here you can as well go to and all of that. All right, so you can see, for example, I was able to open this one now, the specialization courses, which is this one here. Where is it again? This one, also the specialization. You see, it's in English. All right, so you can start with this one and do what it takes. All right, so it's now left for you to know what you want to do. See, diploma in F&B restaurants, diploma in hotel management. So there's still possibility for it, guys. So it's left for you. I don't know what to say anymore. I've showed you guys different options, different schools. Let me close this one. I've showed you guys how many schools here. Let me count them. I've showed you guys first one. This is StPOL. Showed you second one again, which is what? Florida University. Showed you third one, which is a CE, Institute of Professional Courses, Studies. And EIS Francisco Tomás. So guys, the left is yours. Do what you can do. Make that move. Remember what I said earlier. If you need help or guidance in the applications or in the process, what to do, what not to do, professional guidance, send an email to us. The email is on the bio of this video description, or book one-on-one call with us, then we'll guide you in the process. Other than that, guys, so there's not much to say. I just hope you make that move and finally move to Spain. Remember, I said you can start. Once you start, then you can maybe possibly move up the ladder, maybe go for higher courses, which is equivalent to normal bachelor's or normal degrees. But this is for you to actually move and build your life from there. See you on the next one, guys. So if you found this helpful, please follow for more. Subscribe. Also, there's a link to join the Telegram community if you want to join. Ask questions. There are people that supporting each other, helping. Personally, I'm also there, and also our team members are also there guiding as well. See you on the next one, guys. Peace and bye for now. Ciao.